One of the viewers made the comment, why didn't you print your aligning lines a different color to the graphic? And, the idea would be it'd be a lot easier to not make a mistake. Well, I had thought of that when I was using the red Sharpie there to mark off the lines that I should print on. Although, mind you, that didn't seem to help either. However, I just have a black and white printer. But I was realizing afterwards, you know what? I could have made the lines, dots or dashes, and would have been a little bit more distinguishing. But I probably would have screwed up again anyway, who knows. Anyway, I have to methodically go through every single one now and make sure there aren't more. And now there was 2 or 3 viewers actually spotted another one that I'd missed. So it's possible if there's 2, there's 3. I hope not, though. Now it should have been that size. So what I'm going to have to do is go around now and just check every single one. It'll only take a couple of minutes. Now here's one that's a little bit on the fat side, but a 1/16 of an inch, well, maybe not that much, a 32nd of an inch out won't make too much of a difference. Now this isn't even that, but because there will be a lot of play in the gears anyway. Yeah, anyway, you get the idea. Okay, I made myself comfy here, and I've been all the way around now. And I only found the 2. This one and this one. You know what? Just to make sure, I'm going to go around one more time. This only took me a couple of minutes, so. There is a device that you can buy that will turn something like this automatically to a preset amount of degrees, or degree or fraction of degree, to pretty high accuracy. And if I was to get into making clocks and wanting to turn my own gears, I'd probably have one of those things. I know how it works, but I don't know what it's called. But it automatically will rotate whatever it is you want to a high degree of accuracy, much more so than what I was doing yesterday. However, it would be expensive, and I'm getting too old to get into that kind of stuff right now anyway. Anyway, see you in a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to be wanting to use my table saw here, so I better be careful not to accidentally change the geometry on the sled here. Otherwise I'm going to have more cuts that are wrong. So I'm going to try and use plywood because it's already the right thickness and the right color. And maybe I can get the grain to sort of go the same direction, but mind you, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to see this later anyway. Well, I'll see it, but that's alright. And so I need to do one this wide here and this wide. So yeah, we'll see how it goes here. Cut a couple of little sample pieces, which might be good enough. Then I think what I'm going to do is, as Jim suggested, just sort of file down the bottom of the groove so it's not so V-shaped, and it's probably going to end up just slightly deeper, but that's okay. And then I'm thinking maybe CA thick. We'll see what happens. Well, we'll try that. Can always cut another one. I got lots of scrap. I take off maybe about 1/100th of an inch. Just adjust my fence just a smidge. Well, that smidge was too small. Do another one. Well, I don't know. I can force it in, but I think I better just take off another smidge. Okay, I think that's good. Now let's clean out the bottom of that groove. Now I knew you'd want to see it. I did the other one pretty well exactly the same way. Now the teeth on this bandsaw blade are flat. There's absolutely no set to the teeth whatsoever, except for the wobble that the blade might have as it's running. And I'm thinking that I can just sort of use it. You know, I'll go in and then I'll go back and forth like this, very carefully. And try not to sneeze or hiccup, and there's nobody standing close behind me. And the blade goes straight up and down, so it should be parallel to the surface of this, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's see what happens here. Not too bad. Now, does anybody remember where the other one was? Okay. Nothing that CA thick isn't going to fix. Now, my first thought was to cut this off with a table saw. And then I thought, no, I better not. I go very gently here, less chance of wrecking this. Well, let's try it this way. Yeah, like I said, nothing that CA thick won't fix. Okay, I did the other one exactly the same way. Well, let's glue them in place. Okay, I think I better be hanging onto this with a little pair of tweezers or something. Otherwise I'm going to glue it to myself. Now I've learned the hard way, it's always a good idea to do a dry run, just in case something's not going to work out right. Yeah, that should be right. I don't think that the CA glue is going to make the wood swell, and I won't be able to get it in. And I've only got about 20-30 seconds maybe to work here. Now I'll do my best to keep my hands out of the way so you can see what's going on. Okay, now I don't want that to be soaking in too much because then it's going to leave a crack. So I wonder if I should maybe give it a shot of the curing agent right now. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Now this might be a mistake, but I'm going to just give it a drop of thin here, let it soak into the end grain. Just stiffen it up just a little. Okay, now I'm going to do the other one the same way. And once again, that's not coming out. And a drop of thin. Well, the thin seemed to soak in pretty good from the top there. Let's give it one more here. Telemarketing, I'm not even going to bother. I can tell by the way it rang. Well, maybe not. Hello? Hello? I don't know how it is where you live, but I get 3 or 4 calls like that a day. And it's usually somebody to tell me that I have really good credit card rating and they want to give me even better. Yeah.